Hey y'all. Strange times we're living in, and I imagine that if you're feeling like we're feeling, you have some anxiety and some frustration and some fear even. And so it seems like we say this all the time, and somehow it just becomes more and more true. That staying the path, insisting on the practice right now feels vital for our health and sanity. And so Jared and I decided to create some online offerings in an effort to help us all stay together and stay in the Sangha and stay on the mat. So I hope that you find these useful. This is the first and therefore the most lo-fi. We are in my backyard. I think somebody's doing some kind of construction down the road, and there's obviously a lot of birdsong happening right now. You might see my people and my animals running around. I hope you find it charming. So, should we do it? I think the most important thing right now is to maintain a determined heart, to stay in the heart, to turn off the news regularly, stay informed, and also don't feed the fear. So a regular daily practice, I think right now is vital. And also I was gonna say that my intention is to bring y'all a bunch of different kinds of practices, some longer, some shorter. Jarrett will do some guided meditation and music. And then also you can write to me, email me, or text me and let me know what you'd like to see in this series of classes. And so I hope that we can stay together, and maybe we'll even make a group somewhere online that we can kind of stay connected through. Good? Good. All right, so now would be a good time to order some yoga blocks on Amazon if you don't have them. Also, if you have a strap or a tie, like a men's tie, or a long piece of fabric, that would be useful right now. I hope you have a yoga mat, but if you don't have a yoga mat, go buy one right now. Don't leave, but order one online so that you have it for next time. And just on the carpet is fine for today. Okay? Good. We're gonna do, I think, somewhere around 45 minutes of practice today. So I'll let you get settled. That's Lucy. She's my neighbor's dog. All right. Here we go. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. Close your eyes, join your hands. Inhale. Pause just to feel your body. Relax your jaw, your eyebrows. Let your hips widen around your breath. Feel the support of the ground under you. the unshakable support of the solidity of the earth, the breath you can receive. And your capacity, your unending capacity to return again and again to the heart. Gently open your eyes. Please come to child's pose. Bring your feet together. Take your knees wide. Rest your belly between your thighs. Stretch your arms out. Press your hips back. Let your forehead rest on the ground or stack your forearms to make a pillow. Breathe so that you feel your ribs expand behind you. Breathe so you feel your chest widen. As you're ready, up to table, push back to downward facing dog. Five full breaths, awakening the backs of the legs, stretching through the soles of the feet. Press your hands down and forward. Step your left foot between your two hands. Turn your back foot down and walk your hands forward for down dog lunge. Walk the hands as far forward as they'll go comfortably. Stretch through the spine. Widen your front knee and root in your outer back foot. Lift the back heel, walk your right hand to the right, and twist, left arm up. Back leg, strong, straight. Stack shoulders, open your throat, and unfurl through the upper chest. Wait for an inhale, and sweep the arm alongside the ear. Make a long line from your fingertips through the side of your body, out the back inner heel. Release the back knee. You can shift it forward slightly, bend the leg, reach back. You might have to shift your hips to get your foot, then come back in. Turn your front foot and knee out 45 degrees. Walk your right hand a little bit away, and let's stretch this quad. Helps if you take the outer foot. Breathe. Enjoy the breath. Inhale, unwind. Step back to a figure four downward facing dog. Bend your standing knee, get up high on the tippy toes, bend deep, and widen your seat behind you. Enjoy the breath. Unwind this leg, stretch back and up behind you. Reach your standing heel back and down. It might not come to the ground, doesn't matter. Bend this knee and twist open. I like coming up on fingertips on this left hand. If the left leg is high, the left hand fingertips just gives you a bit of space. And then if you kick this top foot and knee back, you will feel a luxurious stretch across the left side of your belly. Inhale, straighten this leg, and then again step forward. This time, release the back knee to the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Link your thumbs overhead and straighten your arms. True straighten the arms, and then curl. Curl in the upper back as you squeeze the legs together and bend the front knee deep. Breathe in. Breathe out, one. Lift your ribs up off your hips. Curl, upper back, two. Take your head width. Clamp the front heel back, three. One more inhale. Exhale, hands down, either side of your foot. Scooch the back knee back a little bit so that when you straighten the front leg, your hips are stacked over your back knee. So you're in Hanuman prep. Breathe in, lengthen the front plane of the body. Breathe out, twist. Walk your hands wherever it feels sweet to you. One more, inhale. Exhale. Bend the front knee, lift the back knee, step back. Here we are, plank pose. Breathe in. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin, Ashtangasana. Hips up high, shoulders to the back. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Enjoy the breath. Shake your head out a few times, yes, no. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your armpits. Press your hands down and forward. Get long through the spine. Widen the seat behind you. Soften your heart in the hammock of the chest. Right foot between your two hands. Turn the back foot down. Walk the hands forward. Here we are again. Down dog lunge. Press your right shoulder and your right inner knee into each other. Close the right outer hip. Lift the left inner thigh. Root down through the outer left foot so you feel tone through the back leg all the way up into the outer hip. Walk your hands forward, find some length, and soften. Inhale, lift up onto the back tippy toes. Walk your left hand to the left, and then let's go right arm high for a twist. Just a basic twisted lunge. That bottom shoulder is going to want to poke forward. Let's drop to the back, and then inhale alongside the ear with the right arm. Pick your face up, meet your right inner bicep with your cheek or your ear, and then super big stretch. Full breath. Head back. Release the back knee to the ground. You'll scooch it forward slightly, shift back to grab the foot, and then turn your front foot and knee out 45. Walk the hand away so that you have room to work. Find a quad stretch. Let's go shoulder to the back. I find it useful to take the outer foot. You can play with that in your own body. Full, rich, rhythmic breath. Now it starts to feel good, right? Here we are, on the mat again, home again. Breathe. Unwind. Release your hand. Scooch the back knee back. Align the front leg. Stretch straight. You're looking for left hip over left knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Twist, belly to the right, and bow. Deep, rhythmic breath. Awakening breaths. Fill your body with your breath. Bend the knee. Lift the back leg. Knee. Right leg goes high. Bend and twist open. Let's go. Hip opener. Right hand, fingertips if it feels good. Reach the left heel back and down. The heel doesn't need to get down, but you are extending through the Achilles, extending through the sole of the foot, opening through the calf. And then we kick. Right toes and knee back. Feel that yummy extension through the right psoas in your belly. Inhale, let's go straight leg, and we'll step forward between the two hands. Release the back knee. We're going Anjaneyasana. Link thumbs, opposite thumb on top this time. It'll feel a little awkward. Squeeze the legs together. Contain yourself through your legs, through your belly. Lengthen through the low back. Breathe in and go. Hug in. It'll feel like you're backing out a little bit. And then maintain containment and curl upper back. Again, inhale. Curl. One more. Exhale. Good. Release, plank pose. Full breath in, knees, chest, and chin. Cobra. Stretch the inner legs longer. Take the tops of the shoulders and the tops of the ears back. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Deep rhythmic breath. Bend your knees. Oh, we forgot figure four, I'm sorry. Right leg, figure four, bend that knee deep. Get up high on tippy toes. Press the mound of the big toe away from the knee and then widen your seat behind you. Unwind and return dog. Step forward. Take a bunch of tiny steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend your knees and drape your body around your legs. Walk forward with your hands. Unfurl through the upper chest. Press the tops of the thighs back, but press the tops of the shins forward. Thigh bones back, shin bones forward. Here's Charlie. Inhale. And then this time, maybe keep the legs straight. Check on your lower back for a sign. Bow. Do that again with me. Inhale, unfurl through the chest. Bend knees and drape. Again, inhale. Press tops of the thighs back, tops of the shins forward so you're not locking up the knees. And exhale, bow. Inhale, come all the way up. Big stretch right here. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands through center. Okay, I'm gonna send Charlie inside. I will be right back. Come on, Chuchi. Come on, come on. Okay, top of the mat. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, dive. Touch, inhale. Get long through the spine. Important here not to shift back into your heels, right? Keep the center of the ankles stacked underneath the center of the hips. Exhale, bow. Take your hands with you. Keep your belly engaged, so drawn to the spine. Inhale, come all the way up. Take hold of the right wrist. We're leaning to the left. Keep your bottom arm super straight, super strong. Inhale, center. Grab your left wrist up and over to the right. Do that again. Inhale, come back to the middle. This time grab below the right elbow. Resist with your right arm. Separate your feet about hip distance. Take a breath, get long. And then pressing your head into your forearm wherever you're making contact, up and over your left ribs. Shift hips to the right. Big breath, resist. And go. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Resist with the left arm. Squeeze your legs together even though they're apart. Hips go to the left. Breathe. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, dive down, touch the ground. Look up, lengthen your spine. And then let's meet up in downward facing dog. Full breath. Deep and rhythmic breath. It's nice to practice outside, but there are some kind of, uncomfortable consequences. You have to wipe all the dirt off all the time. All right, full breath. Exhale. Take your left foot between your two hands. Let's do another hip opener here. We'll start with the back knee, scooch the foot back, and then release the knee down. Take your left foot to the left a little bit, make some room for your hip, and then take the left arm inside. We're gonna come down onto the right forearm, and then the left hand goes to the knee. You're gonna push the knee into your hand, so resist, like create a strong wall. So press in, you might turn the toes out as you open. Should feel super yummy in the hip. Press in, create a wall, and then push against the wall, find some space, open the throat. Inhale, come on back. Realign your front foot. Scoot your back knee in, so you've got 90 degree in the knee, 90 degree in the knee, and then fold in again. If your left elbow doesn't make it to the ground, you would put your elbows, both of them, on blocks or a block, like so. If you don't have a block today, and you don't intend to have blocks next time, you can use a blanket, like fold up a blanket, or a pillow, just something to create kind of a ledge for you. The idea is to have your elbows in the same plane, yeah? Inhale, unwind. And let's go downward facing dog. Let's throw in a vinyasa right here. Inhale, plank. Knees, chest, and chin for Ashtangasana. I like to shorten my stance a little bit. It gives me some space through the hips. Then inhale, slither forward, cobra. Shoulders move back, head back. Exhale, dog pose. We're going second side, right foot. Scooch that back foot back and then put the knee down. Right foot to the right, a little, make some room for your hip, and then right arm to the inside. Elbow down. Right hand, right knee. Turn the foot and the knee out 45. Press on a 45 degree, yeah? Press the knee into the hand, and then keep that as you unfurl through the chest. And then let that whole expansion travel up the length of your spine, all the way through the neck spine, through the cervical spine, to the crown of the head, curl back. And then enjoy that movement. Take it to the edge, right? Where it feels like you're exploring a boundary. Unwind, scooch that back knee forward, 90 degrees, and come in. Full breath. Deep breath. Come on up. Plank pose. Knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Use your belly. Downward facing dog. Full breath. Exhale, 1. Inhale. 2. There is a pulsation here. We call it Spandakaraka. Inhale. Exhale, 3. A divine pulsation as the breath moves the body. It expands and contracts around the breath, like all living things. Exhale, bend knees, look forward, and take again a slow walk to the top of the mat. Grab opposing elbows, and right here, just hang. Shake your head out a few times, yes, and a few times, no. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms gaze up and through center. Samastitihi. Okay, grab your strap. If you need to pause for a second to go find a tie or something like that, go ahead and do that. You need basically a long piece of fabric. We're going to do some shoulder work. A strap is perfect for this, but a tie would work. A shawl would be just fine. Whatever, your long sleeve shirt, totally fine. All right. So we're just going to do some shoulder opening. It's going to help us span through the upper chest and feel like we have actually access to our hearts, yeah? Okay, so you're looking for wider than your shoulder girdle, like wider than your shoulders, but not so wide that it's really easy for you to reach back, yeah? So you want to have some resistance. Stand in the same plane, right? So as if you're aligning your body between two panes of glass, what tends to happen is that the booty sweeps back, the chest sweeps forward, and we're out of that plane. The other thing that happens in the shoulder girdle is that the head of the arm bone will shift forward, which is actually an unhealthy position to create opening in the shoulder when in, yeah? So we want the inner shoulder back, and if anything, the outer shoulder forward. So here we go, just back. Not quite to the horizontal plane, but maybe like a 45. Reclaim your hips, reclaim your ribs, and then extend. Bring your head and your neck, your chin into a neutral position. And then give a little on your strap and go to horizontal. Full breath. Come back to the center, shorten your strap a little, and then again on a 45, and we're gonna bend the right elbow. You should feel a lot of action in your left shoulder. Careful that you don't poke forward, right? Keep the shoulder, the head of the shoulder going back, bend your right elbow. Point the right elbow down as you take both hands back in space, neutral through the throat. Back up, and then it's the left elbow. Chin in neutral, relax your jaw, and then take both hands back in space. Bring your hips into the middle, bring your ribs into the middle. Come back. Both hands back, and then right elbow, deep bend. You might have to give on the strap a little bit. Straighten that arm and take the whole thing back in space. So your left arm's more vertical, your right arm is reaching back on the diagonal. Second side, and back. Let go of your jaw. Back through center, and then straight back on the horizontal plane. Bend both elbows. Come back. Ooh! Release. You can drop your strap. All right, come have a seat. If you have a blanket, if you don't have a blanket, have a yoga blanket. Like just a blanket that's dedicated to your practice. And we're actually gonna fold it up a little bit. We're gonna sit in Virasana. We're gonna put the hips on the blanket, and the knees parallel to hips, and then the feet on either side of the hips. Yeah, this is called Virasana. So a little bit of neck releasing here. Take your left ear to your left shoulder. Hold your right ear with your left hand, and just let the weight of your arm traction the right side of your neck. Chin pointing straight ahead in a neutral plane, right? So not lifting the chin, not dropping the chin. Breathe. Let yourself slip into the space you're creating. Don't pull, just be weighty. And then you're going to take your left fingers and travel them to the right back corner of your skull. And you're just going to kind of grip onto the base of your skull and let your chin fall down, but still the gaze is towards the right, yeah? And you should feel some lovely stretch through the right back corner. And then take both hands to the back of your skull, interlace, let your elbows be just weighty, don't pull, and let the chin just drape into the top of the chest. Relax your throat. Give it time. Grip the base of your skull with your fingertips. Take your thumbs to your temple. Pick your head up and return to center. Second side, you're holding on to your left ear with your right hand and just elongating through the left side of the neck. Chin in a neutral plane, even though you're taking your head all the way to the right. So it'd be possible to drop the chin or lift the chin. We just want neutral. Let your right elbow be heavy. Crawl your right fingers to the base of your skull on the left side and just grip on and release. Enjoy the breath. Soften, relax. Combat that energy that is flowing through our bodies and minds every other hour of the day right now. So much fear, anxiety, and tension. Hands behind you interlace. Release chin to chest. Be here with this breath. Enjoy this breath and the experience of being embodied. Grip the base of your skull with your fingers, thumbs to temples. Pick yourself up and just lift. Relax shoulders and release. Close your eyes and breathe. Feel. Almost feels like we could stay here. Good thing we're not going anywhere. Enjoy. The quiet of the heart. When you're ready, you're welcome to pause here for a while. Downward facing dog. Okay. Take your left foot between your two hands. Keep the back inner thigh lifted. Inhale, rise. High lunge. Press into the front shin and extend through the back inner heel. Full breath. Warrior two. Front shin, vertical, front thigh, horizontal. Reverse it. Forearm to knee, right arm alongside the ear. Parshva Konasana, stay here, or fingertips to the ground or a block outside your ankle. Since we've done all those hip openers already, we're pretty well prepped for a Vinyasa. Place your hand to the ground, scoot your left foot to the left, lift your back heel. Take your left hand inside and grip the back of the calf. Work the shoulder underneath the knee, place your hands in Chaturanga position, extend the left leg to the left, then hug the midline with the back leg, Vinyasa. Step back, Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Sorry if that cut off. I think that the frame is such that I have to be back here. Right foot between your two hands. High lunge. Press into the front shin. Reclaim the ribs. Lengthen the low back. And then extend. Warrior two. Vertical through the shin, horizontal through the thigh. Reverse it. Resist the temptation to come out of the lunge. Forearm to knee, or fingers to the ground. Left arm alongside the ear. Lift the back inner thigh away from the front heel and tack your right hip deep underneath your body. Deep breath. Place the hand. Lift the back heel, scoot your front foot to the side, make some room for your hip. Right hand grips the back of the calf. Work the shoulder underneath the knee. Take your time here. Place your hands, Chaturanga position, lift your back inner thigh, and extend. Front heel on the diagonal. Step back. Upward facing dog now. Hang out here for a breath or two. Thighs off the ground, shoulders to the back. Use your belly to lift yourself up and around your heart. Downward facing dog. Stay here or go to child's pose for a few breaths. Take a walk or a hop, top of the mat, lengthen the spine, and bow. We rise. So let's get the feet. Okay, wide stance. Turn your left toes out 90 degrees. Intersect your back arch with your front heel. Squeeze the legs together. Maintain that action of hugging the midline, creating a strong container, clarity, discernment, arms to a T. Reach and windmill. If you feel like you could almost touch the ground, try a slightly longer stance. See if that gives you the room. Also, blocks. Blocks are so good. Press the back thigh back. Tuck the left hip under. Breathe. Arm over the ear. Inhale. If you're using a block, take it with you. I'm stepping back just to stay in the frame. Take your hand to your hip, step in, walk forward with your hand, and rise up. Tack, left hip under. Inhale alongside the ear. If you don't need the block, get rid of it. Put your fingertips on the ground. We're extending top arm alongside your ear towards the ground, lifting your back inner back thigh, back leg as high as you need to maintain that long line from heel to fingers. You might have to walk the standing fingers away. Maybe you'll reach the ground, maybe you won't. The idea is to stay open in between those two panes of glass. The goal is not to touch the ground, the goal is to stay open. Hands down, leg up, breathe standing split. Tuck right knee behind left knee, have a seat. You're twisting to the left, so it goes left fingers behind your right arm high. Pin the elbow outside the leg, broaden the chest. Make sure that your left hip is grounded as you bend the back elbow. And then, as we like to say, maximize the distance between your elbows. Make space, move into that space. Make space, move into that space. Come to the center, and then counter the rotation. Ooh-wee. Okay, while you're here, take your down leg and extend it straight out. Front toes pointing towards the other toes. Lengthen. Move the left ribs forward and up. Walk your hands more to the back edge of your mat, which used to be the front edge of your mat, and then twist. Maybe the left elbow will come down, maybe not. It just doesn't matter. Inhale, unwind. Check it out. Top leg, it's going to swing back over there, and you're going to move into pigeon. So align your back leg so it's parallel with the long edge of your mat. And we're just doing one very easy breezy pigeon right here. Enjoy the breath. Move back into your heart. Come on up. And then right here, so it's to the back edge of the mat, right? Downward facing dog. It's very scary and anxiety producing when we turn on the news, right? Left foot between your two hands. Adjust your feet so that they're parallel and fold between your legs for Prasarita Padottanasana. If your head's in the way, scoot your feet closer. So then, of course, we would work to unplug from all of that anxiety producing, fear producing information. Hands to the hips, shoulders to the back. Inhale, we rise. But also, and this is kind of the strange dichotomy of these circumstances, we're all at home. Right now, when we look at this moment, what is present is safety and security for us. And we have this opportunity, right foot out. Squeeze the legs together, triangle. We have this opportunity to actually commune with ourselves, to stay home, to make great meals for our families. Inhale, arm over the ear. To make art, to sleep a lot, to move back into a slower rhythm. Hand goes to the hip. Take your block with you if you're using it, and rise for half moon. At a certain point, if you don't need the block but you use it, it keeps you from a feeling of fullness in the expression. So if that's the case for you, get rid of the block. Tack the right hip underneath the body. Extend the top arm alongside the ear. As you extend, make sure you're lifting the back leg so you're creating that long line. You might need to walk your standing hand sort of out of your way as you reach. Turn your heart open. Hands on either side of the foot. Lift the leg. Standing split. Tack your left knee behind your right knee. Take a seat. Left hand goes behind you. Oops. Right hand goes behind you. Left arm up. And twist. Lift the heart. Revolve. Make sure that your right outer hip is grounded. Broaden your upper chest and widen. Widen through your collarbones. Widen through your throat. Lift the upper palate towards the crown of the head. Back to the middle. Counter the rotation. You'll take the down leg, left one, and extend it straight ahead. Your right foot pointing towards your left foot. Take a breath and twist. Right elbow on the ground or not? Interesting to have a home practice when there's nobody around, right? It helps you recognize where we make decisions for reasons that don't quite live in the heart. Inhale to center. Take your right leg back around. Adjust your left one. Make sure that your back leg is parallel to the long edge of the mat. And then we just fold. Breathe. Okay, downward facing dog. Right foot between your two hands, and again, Prasrita Padottanasana. We cross elbows on the last round. This time, we'll take either ankles or outer feet. You can stand on your fingers. Inhale, lengthen. Try not to shift back into your heels, yeah? So you're not trying to move the pose solely into the hamstrings. Lengthen, elbows out to the sides, and bow. Open through your wrists. Be willing to fall, but catch yourself, use your quads. Inhale, look up. Release your hands behind you, interlace. Broaden your chest, find the horizon, shoulders to the back,
And again, bow. Choose to either pull your wrists apart or press your palms together. Choose one. Inhale, lengthen. Fingertips to the ground. Take your right hand underneath your heart. Ridge tops or fingertips maybe. Left arm to the sky. Your right hip is going to want to drop. Pick it up. Inhale, release. Exhale, second side. Pick up your left hip, left inner thigh. Inhale, release, look up. And exhale, bow. To the top of the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, last one, plank. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Come onto your belly. Prop yourself up onto your right forearm and take hold of the left foot. Lift the hip, roll over, grab the foot, close the knee, and then come back into the hip. Bekasana, Ardha Bekasana. So you can see my left hand is holding what's called the Bekasana grip. If you can't turn your shoulder in that plane, then just take your foot. What you don't want to do, take your inner foot, yeah? What you don't want to do is take your outer foot and then your shoulders in this position, right? So either inner foot or top of the foot. Just your belly to the right. Inhale, release, and let's switch sides. Roll over onto your left hip, grab your inner foot with your right hand, close your right knee, and then roll back over onto your right outer hip. Flip your fingers into the Bekasana grip if you have the room in your shoulder. Quad stretch. Press your left foot down so your left knee lifts up. Inhale, release. Let's go gecko pose. Hands wider than mat. Forward of shoulders and up on fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands in a bit. Inhale. Head last. Exhale. Do it again. Exhale. Push back. Child's pose. And lie down on your belly. Home stretch, y'all. Let's start with a couple bridges and bridge variations. Press your hands down. Inhale, lift your hips. Work your shoulders underneath you. Interlace your fingers or grab the outside edges of the mat if your shoulders aren't quite ready. Press your inner feet down to lift your outer hips up. Relax your throat. Release hands and slowly lower. One breath in. One breath out. Again. Press your elbows down this time, point your fingers to the ceiling. Press your inner feet down to lift the outer hips up. Work your shoulders in. Extend the arms, interlace. Bring your right foot to the space between your 2 feet. Fold your left knee into the chest. Extend. Vertical left leg. Right knee will tend to bow out to the side, don't let it. Press wrists down, bend, release. Second side, push your left foot down, extend the right leg. Release. Press both feet down, lift both hips up, and release. One breath in. One breath out. Decide if you want to do another bridge, last one, or we'll take a wheel pose. All right, hips up. Keep the hips lifted, and without turning the knees or toes out even a little bit, place the hands. Now you might feel not quite ready in the mid-back, so I'm going to have you lift your heels if you need room, and then come to the crown of your head. Adjust your hands if you feel like you're too far away from yourself. And then watch, watch this. Elbows pull away from the body. That's shoulders off the back. Now elbows pull towards the body. Shoulders move onto the back. Notice that the heels of the wrists are lifting away from the ground. Inhale, lift. A full breath. Straight arm. Pump into your heart a little. And release. Tuck your chin as you come down. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Collapse the knees in. Breathe. Throw in one more right here if you want to. Or rest here. Take your blanket, or if you have it, a block. Put it underneath your sacrum. And again, rest. Knees as wide as hips, yeah? Release your block or your blanket. Move your right foot to the right and take your left foot, ankle, to the middle of the thigh. Take both knees over to the left and your arms overhead. Take your right knee and press it up into your left ankle. And then keeping that action, right, that resistance, use your left foot to push the right knee forward and down. Your arms can be in a overhead or in a T or a cactus. Just relax here. Turn your gaze away from the knees. Come back. Second side. You might move your hips over to the left a little bit before you take the knees to the right. Press left knee into right ankle. And with your right ankle, press your left knee forward and down. Gaze goes to the left. Back to the middle. Keeping both feet on the ground for now. Neutralize your hips. Left knee into the chest. Extend the left leg. Extend the right leg. Press your left thigh into your hands. Lift your head and shoulders and crawl up your leg. You might get to your foot, you might not, it doesn't matter. Keep your head up, keep your shoulders up. Bend your elbows out to the sides. Inhale, gently release. Bend your left knee, place the foot, right knee into the chest. Interlace around the thigh. Extend the right leg. Vertical. Arms straight. Extend the left leg alongside the ground. Keep that leg active. Press the right thigh into your hands. Head up, shoulders up. Walk up your leg. Crawl all the way to your calf, then maybe your ankle, and then maybe your foot. Notice the floint of the foot, and then elbows off to the sides. Your left foot might need to float off the ground. Head down, inhale. Bend your right leg. Place the foot. Bend your left knee. Breathe. A supine version of Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. Interlace around your feet and pull in. Let your hips lift, let your head lift, and bring everything in nice and tight. Head down, shoulders down. Take your feet for happy baby pose. Rock gently side to side. Extend right leg. Come back, left leg. Come back, and then some amount, any amount, both legs. You're in a supine version of Upavishta Konasana. Bend your legs and release. Let the feet flop out to the sides. Let your arms rest alongside your hips. Now would be the time to cozy up if you feel a little chilly or like you might get a little chilly. And if you're practicing outside, and then as you're ready, make your way into Shavasana. The feet out to the sides. The hands alongside your hips, palms open. Close your eyes. Take a big breath. Feel your whole body receive that breath. And when you exhale through your mouth, release the weight of your bones, the tension of the muscles, the grip of the skin, and all residual anxieties. Let them all melt into the unshakable support of the ground. Give yourself this time to feel the deep calm of a quiet moment, of a peaceful breath. Create a new current of energy in your heart.
Make your way to your side. Press yourself up to a seat. Even though we're at home, even though in so many ways life is on pause, it's strange and unprecedented, even though there is potential for such anxiety and fear, let us stay in the determined heart. Close your practice with the same clarity, attention, and attention you began with. Make this moment sacred by becoming aware of it and turning it into something meaningful, productive, that we may be strong for ourselves and our communities now. Join the hands. Exhale fully. Inhale. Keeping you close in my heart, holding you, and hoping that we all hold each other. We say together, as a way of honoring ourselves, each other, in this practice which we need now more than ever. Namaste.
Here's your musical supplement. We're going to call it Tone on the Throne. Fast as the night, she said, as she moved through a hallway of gold. If you give it half a chance, I will lay you down. I've got a boy at home. He likes to wait up for me, and I like to touch his face as he heads out to dream. Well, I know that all I've ever said and done, well, it was wrong. I can't help but think that I could get it right if I could only feel it like a song. Stood in the doorway long, leaning her life out to me. The sweetness of the air she breathed had found its way down on the floor. Laying my watching it fade out to sea. This feeling I've never known, it is sailing right out of me. And I know that everything, it comes around back, my friend. I can't help but feel if I could let it all fall down, I'd find my way home again. Well, I know that all I've ever said and done, well, it's wrong. I can't help but think that I could get it right if I could only feel it like a song.